Hey everybody, Tony D, Little Joan here with a bonus Screenwriter's Rant today for Tim Roth's new movie, Sundown, from Bleecker Street. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Support the channel if you can. Check out Pineys books. Now, this is about Tim Roth, who goes on vacation, and for some reason he can't come back. So he just stays on vacation, and it kind of makes his life unravel. And the people that he's married to or whatever, they just say, "Hey, you got to come back," but he won't. So it's billed as a tour de force, as a movie you won't see the same way. And that it's surreal and dangerous, whatever that means. So I don't know what this movie is, but Tim Roth is usually a good actor. So there's a lot of elements here, but none of them are explained in the trailer. You can see a bunch of blood in the surf here. Is that Tim Roth killing himself? Is that him dying for some reason? We don't know. We don't know. All we know is he goes on vacation and he has a lot of problems. Like I think his passport expires and he can't get home, and then he just doesn't bother to do anything. Like he doesn't want to leave. Maybe it's about how modern life has just exasperated him and he doesn't want to go home. He just wants to stay on vacation forever. And then he just proceeds to let his life fall apart because he doesn't want to go back. Maybe he doesn't have anything to look forward to. Yeah, here it is. Pitch perfect and existential tour de force. That's pretty highfalutin words. The Guardian. That usually means it's a movie not about anything. So there's not going to be a kidnapping. There's not going to be a shootout. There's not going to be guys getting punched in the face. It's going to be about relationships. It's going to be the sort of movie you have to pick through with your brain to figure out what it's really about. The characters talk about stuff, but they're not really talking about the stuff that the movie's about. So in some ways it's like a play. It's like the dialogue is representative of other things. That, to me, tends to make it more pretentious than anything else. Is it good though? I don't know. Hard to tell from this trailer. First act, he goes on vacation and can't get home because he doesn't have a passport or whatever. Second act, he ends up staying because he's stuck there, and then I guess his marriage falls apart and he has an affair while he's there. And he doesn't do anything to get out of town. He eventually ends up in jail, maybe. Just lets his life fall apart. And in the end, maybe kills himself. I mean, it's called Sundown. So maybe he just can't take his life anymore. Usually these kinds of movies they're big movies meant to say something big about life. But do they? I don't know. Sometimes they do. I think it's very hit or miss for a lot of people, because if this connects with you, yes, it will hit for you. But is the filmmaker the sort of everyman where most people it'll hit? Or is the filmmaker a guy who can afford to be on vacation for months and months at a time? Yeah. See, that's part of the problem. This is why I don't think it's a regular movie for regular people. It tends to be a pretense to make a big statement about life, and ultimately it may or may not. I don't know if it can, because I don't know if the filmmakers have that sort of connection to the audience they want to connect with. So Would I see it? It's a sort of movie I would watch on like a Netflix, but I have a feeling about 20 minutes in, I would turn it off and go, I can't take any more of this. Because it's really hard for these movies to keep my interest. Not to mention that I tend to be, numb from movies like Liam Neeson's movie where he shoots a million guys. But, you really got to connect with me. And a guy going on vacation probably isn't going to connect with a guy like me who almost never goes on vacation. I mean, he'd have to say something profound about the human condition that would really resonate with me for me to go, oh, I gotta see how this plays out. And that's very hard to do. It's easy to talk about. It's very hard to actually do in execution. So I'll give them some credit for having at least ambition. And this is a low-budget affair. It's Bleecker Street, so they're trying something different. And they got a really good actor here. So if anybody can pull it off, it would be Tim Roth. I mean, he's a really good actor. So I think it's at least worth checking out. Yeah, I think if anybody could pull it off, it might be a Tim Roth. So, and that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Look for Sundown. I'm not sure where or when, sometime in 2022. Check us out on Bitchute, Rumble, and Odysee for a news blast and a Hollywoke hot take. See ya tomorrow.